Got some neighbors out here. I'm out here at Indian Bread Rocks, camping with the cows. This guy's gonna get out in the road on me. Let me get by him real quick before he decides to. Hey bud, what's up? I just left the camp up on Happy Canyon Road here on the right side, and I wanted to camp by these rocks right here. So I'm driving farther into back here I walked back here and I found a spot that I liked. And I'm pretty sure I've been there before, and I'll show you why I think that when I get there. I'm on a pretty rocky part now. It's not as bad as Baylor Canyon was. It's just a little short part that's a little rocky right before this camp that I want right here. So here's where I ended up at. It's pretty cool, all these rocks balanced up. But the reason I think I've been here before is there's a rock up there, right there, and it reminds me of an Easter Island head. And when I seen that, I was like, I think I remember that when I was here the last time, but this campsite don't look familiar. This is a pretty cool fire ring right here up against this rock. And it looks like I got a little garden here behind my camp. I'm gonna walk down this road and see what else is down here. This is right behind where I'm camped at. I'll see if I can get up behind my campsite and get up high and look down on it. There's a whole herd of cows right over there down the road. Probably won't show up on the camera. There's more over on that hill right there. I'm gonna try to climb up these rocks a little bit. I'm still right behind my camp. I was gonna go hiking today, but the forecast keeps saying it's gonna rain. But it's sunny here now. But look over there, I think that's rain coming down probably over by Bowie. I don't know if that's gonna show up in the camera, but it looks like them mountains are getting covered in rain. So I'm just hanging out here in camp, and tomorrow for sure it says it's supposed to be sunny all day. So I'm gonna go hike the Apache or the Fort Bowie trailhead. I'm at the Fort Bowie trailhead. I'm going to hike this today. It's about a 1.5 mile hike, and I'm going to go look at some historical sites around here. This is the former home of Jesse L. Millsap, a local prospector. For years, this structure remained unidentified until a park visitor stated he rode here in a Model T with his uncle. This is the site of the Bascom affair. Cochise was wrongly accused of kidnapping a boy and threatened to be held hostage here. He escaped by cutting through a tent and ran up the hill behind this site. It started a war that lasted for the next 10 years. This is the Apache Pass stage station. The Butterfield Overland Mail Stage is a 24-day mail service that starts in St. Louis and Memphis and goes through Apache Pass and ends in San Francisco. Used to stop here and use this as a rest area. This station was built in 1858, and the Butterfield Overland Mail route was discontinued in March of 1861. Thomas Jeffords, a U.S. Indian agent, governed around 900 Chiricahua Apaches in 1875 to 76. This building, uncovered in 1984, is the remains of the Jeffords Chiricahua Apache Indian Agency. This is Apache Spring. This is the first Fort Bowie. Construction started on July 28, 1862 by the 5th California Volunteer Infantry and was completed 2 weeks later. It consisted of a 4-foot-high stone wall, tents, and a stone guardhouse. It was named after Colonel George Washington Bowie, the 5th Infantry Commander. In 1866, the volunteers were relieved by the Army, and in 1868, the construction of the new Fort Bowie was finished on the plateau to the east, where it stood for 26 years. So I'm up on this hill where the old Fort Bowie was at, and next I'm going over that way to the new Fort Bowie in the Visitor Center.
There's a little water feature behind the visitor center.
Oh, the souvenirs are just that.
And, you know, I was there for a little over 2 years, and last fall, you know, we didn't see as many quail. And then this fall, there was monitoring quail hanging out around the visitor center with Bowie.
This is some of the ruins of the fort, right by the visitor center. So I'm here at the Fort Bowie ruins, just walking around checking all these old buildings out. And I thought I was going to have to go back to Apache Pass Road the same way, but there's a, right, I don't know where it's at, right, that ridge right there, I think there's a trail that goes up that. I'm going to take that back. I'm up on the high point of this ridge now. There's Fort Bowie down below. Came in trail right there. That's old Fort Bowie. And then the cemetery is right there. Now I'm going to be walking along this ridge line for a while. So I'm walking down the other side of this mountain now, and I'm heading out to that trail right there where it tees out there. That's where I get back on the original trail and go right back out to Apache Pass Road. Hey everyone, I'm back at the van, done with my hike. This is Apache Pass Road right here. I came up from that way. It's a little restroom, rest area here. So yeah, I'm probably just go back to Indian Bread Rocks, find a camp, and move on from there. So see you in the next video.
Blue highways, traveler.